Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk you through writing your 4-sentence rhetorical précis for the text Conformity. Now, if you've had me before, you've seen this chart up in the classroom, which we've used to work through the 4 sentences. Let me just break it down for you real quick. In the first sentence, we have our main info about the text. That's the genre, title, author, and main point. The second sentence, we have where the author supports the claim using the kind of evidence and explanations that they incorporate. So what kind of stories does the author tell? In our case, multiple authors, since it's written by staff. And then third sentence is what the author's purpose is in this case. So are we being informed? Are we being persuaded? Or are we being entertained? And then finally, what kind of tone does the author establish for their audience? So I'm going to put this chart away right now, and in front of me, I'm just going to have the copy of the text and the 4-sentence précis. I'll start by putting my name and period 4 and the date. And then we will go ahead and start our précis. So genre, we always need to ask ourselves, what are we reading? Is it a book? No. Is it a song? No. Is it a movie? No. We are reading an article, right? So in the article, and then what's the title? Conformity. For date published, the year is good enough, 2014. And this part gets kind of complicated for us because the author is a group of anonymous people that we don't really know. So we're going to say the authors from the Common Lit staff. And then we need a rhetorical verb. I'm going to upload a picture of this chart to the Google Classroom assignment, but rhetorical verbs are verbs like explains, illustrates, creates, anything that describes what the author is doing. So in this text, our authors are describing what conformity is and how it affects us. So we might choose something like the authors from the Common Lit staff describe that conformity is, and then you finish that. Okay, then they support this claim by first, well, what do they first do? What do they do in this paragraph here? To me, it looks like this paragraph is defining conformity. So I'm going to say defining conformity, then blank. So let's look through the text. We have the definitions of the 3 types of conformity. We have the explanation of the light experiment. So we can say then incorporating evidence from an experiment. And finally, what do our authors do at the end? Finally, tell me what they explain at the end, okay? Then we'll say Common Lit's purpose. I know it's a weird author name, but Common Lit's purpose is to, okay, here I need you to choose one. Are we being informed? Are we being persuaded? Or are we being entertained? I need you to choose one of those in order to what? To send some kind of message. So to send the message that you fill that in. They adapt, create, or establish a tone. This is where you say something like happy, sad, informative, educational, formal, informal. Those are all tone words. So they establish what kind of tone for their intended audience of who? Who do you think is reading this? Was it written for your 5-year-old cousin? No. It was definitely written for someone older than that. So let's figure out the age range, and then you can put why that would be the audience. When you're all done with this, highlight the whole thing. Take away the underlines and put it all together into one beautiful paragraph like this. And then you can delete these instructions and click Turn in Google Classroom. Thanks, guys. I look forward to seeing your work.